And the high hill and on this way. Alright boys, I'm going to the church today.
Ngược Bắc Kỳ khiến ông mất tích.
Những ngày bị giam cầm đến ngục thất, Cao Bá Nhã có làm 2 bài văn để tần tình nỗi oan khúc của mình. Trần Tình Khúc viết bằng chữ Hán với mục đích kêu oan và mong triều đình xét đến nỗi oan khổ của mình mà ân xá tội tình. Tự Tình Khúc viết bằng chữ Nôm để ký thác tâm sự và biện bạch nỗi oan của mình. Trong bài này, tác giả cố đem tấm lòng chân thành của mình bày tỏ cho mọi người biết sự oan ức của dòng họ Cao. Tác giả hy vọng lượng khoan hồng của nhà vua sẽ cứu xét đến trường hợp đặc biệt của mình. Nhưng triều đình nhà Nguyễn vẫn làm thơ và lời kêu oan của Cao Bá Nhã chỉ là những tiếng yếu ớt của một con chim sắp dậy chết vang lên giữa sa mạc mênh mông. Chúng ta nhận thấy Cao Bá Nhã sáng tác được Tự Tình Khúc vì gia đình họ Cao bị nạn tu di tam tộc do chú của ông là Cao Bá Phát gây nên. Cao Bá Nhã đã chết vì hành động của chú, một con người đã thấm nhuần học phép sống mạnh và đã từng chú trương.
Ân thần hạ bái, sự nghiệp tử năm thừa.
Cao Bá Nhã dù phải trú chui trú nhủi nơm nớp lo sợ không biết chiếc đầu của mình sẽ rơi rụng lúc nào, nhưng vẫn không có một phản ứng nào mạnh mẽ để chống đối với người đã đưa cả ba họ mình lên đoạn đầu đài. Phải chăng vì ảnh hưởng của nền giáo dục cấm mạnh đã khiến cho Cao Bá Nhã không dám nói lên mối thù nhà, chỉ cầu mong trời Phật
Okay,
là
boys.
xui cho nhà vua.
Okay, everyone. Today, this is the way that I travel from home to church in Texas. Just want to show you guys what I'm doing on Sunday.
Một bản trần tình đầy đủ vì những nỗi đau khổ về tinh thần lẫn vật chất của một nạn nhân dưới thời phong kiến đế chế. Qua nội dung của tác phẩm Tự Tình Khúc, chúng ta có thể tìm hiểu Cao Bá Nhã về tư tưởng và tình cảm.
I will adjust my camera later.
Thì tác giả đã ảnh
Just
hưởng
want
mạnh
to
cũng
test
như
some
phương
function,
Cha về
test
Chúa.
some
Cao
angle
Bá
and
Nhã theo học
direction.
thuyết nho giáo, dù có dòng họ Cao, dù lãnh án tu di tam tộc.
You know, in America, they have the Vietnamese radio channel. Yeah, that's cool.
Mà chỉ trông mong có ngài đến cửu trùng sẽ xét đến nỗi oan mà ra lệnh ân xá, nhưng ngài ấy còn xa.
Cho nên ngậm tuổi nuốt phiền, cắn răng mà chịu trong nhìn thương tâm.
Còn gì đau khổ cho bằng tâm sự của một kẻ đi trốn, lúc nào cũng không ngớt lo sợ, hồi hộp và không biết.
I can switch to US news
nỗi niềm
or English part. This is bad.
Cooking site, which is a wonderful.
They're telling about they're just like questionnaire, like show and they ask and then you answer. They give you money for that.
Created the site, but first get into our kitchen. You can stand the heat. The number is 1-888-WAIT-WAIT. That's 1-888-924-8924. It's now time to welcome our first listener contestant. Hi, you're on Wait, Don't Tell Me.
Hi, this is Megan Hall from Tallahassee, Florida.
Hey, Megan, how are things in Tallahassee?
They're hot. It's just March, but we're already in shorts.
I'm going to tell you, we've been reading so many crazy things about Florida. It seems like things are nuts there, just with people running around and ignoring COVID, and then people selling vaccines to the highest bidder, and Florida men tattooing their crimes on their faces. Is it in fact the apocalypse down in Florida every day?
It's all true. Yeah, don't come down here.
It's all true, yes. Stay away. Well, Megan, we're glad you're joining us. Let me introduce you to our panel this week. First up, she's host of the podcast Fake the Nation and the voice of the Mind Taker in the upcoming Adult Swim show Bird Girl, premiering April 4th. It's Negin Farsad.
Hello.
Next, she's the author of the syndicated advice column Ask Amy. Her weekly Asking Amy newsletter is now available on Substack. Amy Dickinson.
Hey, Megan.
And finally, a correspondent for CBS Sunday Morning and author of the New York Times best-selling Mobituaries, Great Lives Worth Reliving, it's Mo Rocca.
Hi, Megan. I love your dome.
Hi, guys.
Do we need to explain what the dome is?
It's the capital.
Oh, yes.
Tallahassee's the capital.
Of course, and they have the Capitol Dome. Yes, that makes good sense. Megan, welcome to the show. You're going to play Who's Bill this time. Bill Curtis is going to read you 3 quotations from this week's news. If you can correctly identify or explain just 2 of them, you will win our prize. Any voice from our show you might choose in your voicemail. Are you ready to go?
I'm ready.
All right. Your first quote comes from Forbes magazine.
Soothe your soul. Stage a concert. Pay your estimated taxes.
Those are 3 suggestions about ways that you can spend your new what?
Stimulus.
Yes, your stimulus check. People are already starting to receive their $1,400 stimulus checks, which is amazingly efficient. It was slow going at first. President Biden insisted on signing the checks himself, but he kept writing 1963 in the date line. It's a free money festival. Americans are going nuts, and they're like, let's log on to Amazon. They're buying extravagant luxuries like half a month's rent and food.
But in the 1.9 trillion, I mean, invariably there's going to be some pork. There's going to be some outlandish expenditures, right? Things that will raise eyebrows. And I know this sounds kind of crazy, but I was watching The Umbrellas of Cherbourg on Turner Classic Movies, that sung through French musical with Catherine Deneuve, where everything is in like
Wait a minute.
colors.
No, everybody who listens to our show knows The Umbrellas of Cherbourg. Please. Proceed.
And I was sitting there and I thought, if in the stimulus package there was money to make an entire American city that colorful, to just repaint it in all those colors, I would go for that.
Really? Just a whole new palette.
I would be okay with that.
I did. Why not? You know?
Well, I
It's a
mean,
jobs program.
if you're just going to blow money, because some of this money is just going to be blown, do it on something just fabulous like that.
If you're gonna blow money, spend it on actual blow.
There you go. Right.
There you go.
Now, what's one of the things that's going on, I don't know if you guys have noticed this, but with the passage of the bill and the rising rate of vaccinations, people are already acting as if the pandemic is over. Spring breakers are partying all night in Miami, as if COVID is no worse than the diseases they've been giving each other for years.
My first thought is, gosh, you guys, I really miss gonorrhea. You know what I mean? Remember the days of just like, oh, it's just gonorrhea.
Yeah,
you know?
Hey, everybody, let's clap for the clap. All right, moving on. Megan, your next quote is about an embattled governor. It may seem like everybody wants him to step down, but he does have one strong supporter left.
He's my son, and I don't like what he's going through.
That was the only supporter of this guy we could find. What governor's mom was that?
Cuomo.
Andrew Cuomo, yes, of New York State. The calls for the impeachment or resignation of New York Governor Andrew Cuomo are getting louder every day. Republicans, Democrats, everybody wants the guy gone. Mr. Governor, you cannot succeed by perennially annoying everyone who knows you. You're not a podcaster. His only hope is that people will forget which thing they're angry at him for. Is it the nursing home thing, bungling the coronavirus response, the sexual harassment? He's a triple threat. Seriously, though, he is a predator. Stay away.
He just does not have friends. He was not good at the friend-making thing.
No, it is really true that we went and we looked for someone who was defending him, and the only person we could find was his own mother.
Yeah, like why didn't he learn that thing of like if you're nice to people and later on
Be nice to the people you invite into your office under completely false circumstances on the way up, because
They won't press charges on the way down.
Right. I love how we went from in this pandemic to everyone being like, oh my god, I'm a Cuomo-sexual, to like, oh no, Cuomo is too sexual.
Yeah, it's really true. It turns out it was short for Cuomo sexual harassment. Yeah. Now, did you guys see that photo that went around of him apparently on the grounds of the governor's mansion, and he's got this blanket hunched over, he's got this blanket over his shoulders, and he's talking to a phone, and he's carrying a bottle. He's drinking something. Some people thought it was liquor, but others say no, it was a bottle of Saratoga Springs water, because even in disgrace, he is still promoting New York products. That's the spirit, Governor. Make sure you end up in a genuine New York State prison.
Remember how we used to laugh at Chris Christie? Like, oh, New Jersey. What we wouldn't give.
Now, New York City Mayor Bill de Blasio has called for Cuomo to step down, which of course means Cuomo support just went up 30% statewide. It's just a reminder that Bill de Blasio still sucks. All right, Megan, here is your third quote.
What if we could let people express themselves without regret?
Now, that was an entrepreneur talking about their new product, something that only lasts 1 year. What is it?
Oh, I don't.
Usually these things are permanent.
A tattoo?
Yes, a tattoo. Very good.
Wow.
Now, do you want to get a tattoo but you're not entirely certain? Well, say hello to the new ephemeral tattoo, which after a year vanishes without a trace. Because sure, you'll love your mom now, but that could change. This is a great opportunity for anyone who's ever wanted to lease a Celtic knot, and it gives you a whole year to find out if that Chinese character really does mean tranquility. On the other hand, how will you remember when you are old that you used to be dumb?
But you know what? I might actually be tempted to get a tattoo if I knew it would fade.
Well, that's the thing. I'm one of those people. I'll get a tattoo someday. Never have done it. I'm too, I don't know, squeamish or nervous, or I'm afraid of offending my parents, even in middle age. But this is always like, oh, I can get a tattoo, see if I like it, see what it feels like walking around with it, see when it fades.
This is your chance to get that teardrop you've always been wanting.
Get the temporary teardrop tattoo when you just wounded him, but he recovers. By the way, this really does defeat the point of tattoos, which is to remember the summer you loved the Red Hot Chili Peppers for the rest of your life.
My mind went more sinister, where it was like, oh, that time where you flirted with Nazism and then had to turn it into a flower.
Bill, how did Megan do in our quiz?
She did great. She got 3 right. Good going,
Congratulations,
Florida.
Megan.
Thank you, guys.
I hope you stay cool during the long Florida summer, and thank you so much for playing.
Thanks. I had a blast.
Bye-bye, Megan. Okay, panelists, some questions for you from the week's news. Amy, good news, as restrictions lift in New York State, weddings are now allowed. So you can let your hair down, you can enjoy a reception, as long as everyone stays in their own 6 foot by 6 foot area, specially designated for what?
6 by 6. The chicken dance?
Well, dancing. Yes, dancing is the answer. New York State has lifted its restrictions on weddings. So now the only thing to stop you from getting married is that feeling that there must be somebody else out there. But there are rules.
I'm a Methodist, so we have that anyway. So yeah, just more of the same.
So every wedding will be like an Orthodox wedding.
Exactly. No touching. No touching. There are rules, and like I said, guests will be assigned their own 36 square foot dance zone that they have to stay in. What does remote grinding even look like? And the enforcement of this is going to be really difficult. Like, I'm sorry, this area is not zoned for the hora.
Right? How do you get that chair?
Chair dance, exactly. What are you going to do at Jewish weddings where you're supposed to haul them up in a chair? Now, there are other restrictions for your New York State wedding. You can have a maximum 150 guests. Oh, sorry, Cousin Jerry, you were 151. And there's one weirdly specific rule. Nobody at a New York State wedding can take a damning photo of the governor getting hammered.
That's 800-540-8420.
Cỏ hoa kia, cánh thiên nhiên nọ, dường như cùng thông cảm với thi sĩ trong buổi biệt ly, đượm mối sầu vạn cổ.
Lai ngọn trúc, gió dằn lăn lóc, thấm.
Computer Career is training people to help meet the demand. No IT experience? No problem. Go to mycomputercareer.edu and take the free career evaluation today. You can start your new life as an IT pro as little as 4 months. Grants covering up to 53% of the cost are available to those who qualify. It's not rocket science. It's mycomputercareer.edu.
To celebrate State Farm's surprisingly great rates, we gave this song surprisingly great lyrics. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Oh my gosh, J-Mac, I discovered a new flavor at squeeze.com.
Delicious.
So good. Now, I usually stick to the beet, apple, pineapple, carrot, orange, ginger, lemon one, right?
What's the
But
new
let me
flavor?
just tell you, that watermelon, pineapple, apple, beet, lime, and lemon, so good. Doesn't even seem like you're doing a detox.
Oh my God. It's so flavorful. I mean,
Yes.
tasteful.
And if you need a detox, you can do a 1 day, 2 day, 3 day, 5 day. It's up to you. Go online and order
Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze.
to squeeze.com. Life is stressful enough, but Xfinity makes life easier with fast, reliable internet that lets you do more of what you love, gives you the best in entertainment, and money-saving mobile. Plus, with Xfinity, you have 24/7 customer service, so help is only a call,
this is
click,
the
or tweet
church.
away. My own family doesn't answer 24/7, and Xfinity X5 gives...
Còn
Go to
thức gọi
church.
là giữ gìn băng ngọc,
It's beautiful,
đừng
right?
xa bụi
It's right
trần.
here.
Và thi sĩ nhắn nhủ
And if we can
Chập
move the
chờn
camera,
sau
if we
tỉnh
got to
giữa
see.
đường, qua kia có biết
Right
đoạn
here.
trường này chăng.
để rồi mong ngài được cùng hoa tái ngộ trong cảnh sum họp.
Xin qua chứa phong quang như cũ, chủ nhân còn đoàn tụ có khi.
Yeah, that's
Với một tâm hồn đa sầu đa cảm của người trai xứ Bắc Kinh, ảnh hưởng huyết thống của cha, chú đều
people
là
come
bậc
to the
tài hoa
church.
phong
I don't
nhã.
know if
Ca
there's
Bá
someone
Nhã
to
không đến
the
nỗi yếu hèn và tỉ tê
entrance.
than khóc. Trong cảnh giam cầm
Oh,
khổ
that's-
sở, ông cũng vẫn còn sáng suốt, tiếp nhận những vẻ đẹp thiên nhiên và ghi nhận những âm thanh, màu sắc một cách chân tình và tỉ mỉ.
Bước sầu ai vẽ giữa đàn, mây in sắc lúa, lửa vàng lửa xanh. Sương thấm lối gập ghềnh từng bước, gió lẫn cành sao sát tai nghe. Đói trong cầu quán so le, cỏ nhăn lối ngõ, cây che mái nhà.
Ta thấy trong từ tình khúc, cảnh và tình được hòa hợp một cách khéo léo. Ca Bá Nhã thường dùng lối tả chân để ghi chép một cách rõ ràng tất cả tình tiết đã xảy ra.
Năm ba kẻ cướp người hèo, ngõ nhang lôi cái đăng điều đập tan.
Yeah, parking right here. So, go to church. Remember, guys, to wear the mask. I don't know how to switch to the front. Anyway, you have to wear the mask right here, always, because it's COVID-19. Put the mask on. Take it steady. My bad. Why the camera so shaking? You know. Can I see the camera? It's just shaking. This thing is everything is normal right now. But when I just stop the car, the red light, traffic light. I mean, the camera like shaking like this. Not really sure why. I'm going to church. I forgot the keys. Get the key with me. Come to church. It is. Inside the church. Oop. This is American church. It's like they have community center. The blood donation right here. Hi. I'm going this way. So